Hi friends, I'm Dr. Jennifer Jacqueline, your Doom teacher. So today's topic of discussion is about summons and conduct money. Okay, let's get into it. So first, in summon, we should know the definition about it. Okay, so it is a legal document, okay, issued by a presiding officer. So for that matter, we have seen in the previous video about the courts. So the person who is presiding that particular court is a presiding officer. Okay, so that is being issued to the witness. Here the witness is being the doctor. There is a compulsory thing for the witness to attend the court on a particular date and a particular time to provide the evidence, be it any types of evidence. Okay, they have to give the evidence in the court on a particular date and time under penalty. So this under penalty is very important. So I have broken down the definition into like pictorial representation. So it is a legal document issued by a presiding officer for the compulsory attendance of the witness on a particular date and time to provide the evidence in the court under penalty, right? So this is an example of a summon. Okay, so this will have all the details of the case details with the crime number, when the doctor has to go to the court, addressing the doctor's name, and if you see in the lower part of this summon, there will be a stamp of the presiding officer and from which court it is being issued also, right? So this summon is also known as subpoena. Okay, subpoena. So subpoena means it is penalty. So the last part of definition we have seen, right, under penalty. So remember this is another name. Okay. So imagine this animated lady is me. I have got a summon, but I don't want to receive it and I try to run away by absconding. So that is punishable. Okay, so that is punishable under 172 IPC. If you're trying to abscond by not receiving the summon, this is punishable under 172 IPC. Okay, there are two types of summon. Okay, one is called as subpoena ad testificandum. Okay, subpoena ad testificandum. You can remember this in TVs and all, they issue an ad, right? For that, there will be an ambassador to represent that ad. So that ambassador, if you remember, as oral. Okay, ad testificandum means oral evidence, right? Whereas the second one is called as subpoena duces tecum. Okay, remember this D means documentary evidence. So it can be oral or this. So if there is a failure or if you don't want to give your oral evidence, then it is punishable under 174 IPC. Okay, if your failure to provide your oral evidence. Suppose if you are not giving or not willing to give your document evidence, then this is punishable under 175 IPC. Okay, 175 IPC means, you will have punishment of about 1000 rupees or 6 months imprisonment, right? So this will be pertaining to your criminal case. Always criminal case is a little bit stronger and higher, no? So they will have more punishment. Whereas your civil case will have only monetary compensation. Money compensation, that is fine, right? So this is very, very important, right? So who it is served by? We know it is being issued by a presiding officer. Who will serve it? So it could be a court official, right? It could be a court official. It could be a police officer. Assuming that if a person who has to testify in the court is a government official and you're not present in the institution, you have some work that day, it can be issued to the head of the institution in which department you're working also. Okay, and in all these scenarios, if it's not possible and they know the residing place of yourself who has to testify, they may post it in that place of your residing area. Okay, and there's also a possibility they may send it to a registered post, and nowadays since it's very feasible to send it through all the digital media, it is through WhatsApp, or also they can mail you. So these are the all possible ways through which a summon can be served to the person or the witness. So previously we saw that there are chances that the witness can escape, he can abscond, and he will be punishable. But sometimes, there will be, most of the times, there will be a valid reason from the side of the doctor that he will be having the mortuary duty on that day or some important work on that day. So when the summon is issued that time, they can request the presiding officer for a change in date. Okay, so that will be made so that on that particular change in date, you have to go and attend the court. Suppose you're absconding, you're punishable, right? I've already told 174, 175 IPC, you will be punishable if you're avoiding. So we have received the summon. Okay, so previously we have seen the types of courts and classification and all. So we do a n number of cases in a few months or years, right? So you will be getting so many summons. So how do you prioritize it? That is important, right? We should not get confused. So we know there are types of courts like higher, lower court. Higher is the Supreme High Court, the lower are sessions courts, magistrate courts, and the other category is criminal court, civil court. So suppose if you receive on a particular day itself one from a higher court, one from a lower court, how do you prioritize? So higher court has to be prioritized first and then the lower court. Okay, when compared to criminal and civil court, you should prefer for the criminal court, right? So if you are attending this criminal court, but you should make a point that you inform the other court the reason why you are not attending, and you will be asking for a date of change and you will attend the other court. Okay, suppose if it is a equal status of court, it is both from the higher court, what will you do? You will prefer the summon received first. They'll say no in appointment of government jobs, base of seniority we can say. So for going to the court, there is this term called as conduct money. Okay, conduct money. So what it is it is a fee which is given to the witness to meet the traveling expenses, right? To meet the traveling expenses. Who will go for free? No. So, but still there are exceptions. So, we know the types of cases like civil and criminal, right? So, imagine this is a civil case. Like it is between two parties, right? A and B. So, whoever calls you to give the evidence, suppose you are representing A party, then the A party will give you the conduct money, right? Suppose you are representing B, the B party will give you the conduct money, but this conduct money will be fixed by the judge, right? So there is another scenario where you're representing a criminal case, like the autopsy doctor, where we have given this autopsy report, we have to go to the court and deposit the evidence, right? So that time what you do is, you are not there favoring any party, right? You're just going to give or help in the justice of that case. So you will not be provided the conduct money, right? Because you're working for the justice. But if you're a government employee, you will be getting an attendance sheet after attending the court from the judge, so that you will submit that in your institution and they will be providing you the traveling expenses, right? So this is about conduct money and summons, right? So if you like this video, circulate to all your friends so that they could get benefited. I'll see you all in the next video. Let's have a happy learning.